Welcome back to another episode of FFC. I'm your host, Coach. And yes, we are in week four. Week four, boy. We are a quarter into the season. Let's go, right? I'm a little sad, man, because like 4 weeks might be going already. How y'all doing? Y'all? Hey, Coach is here. Coach is ready. We got a nice game today. A couple of topics, so we don't want to have a too long of a show. Just to get us ready for Thursday night game. We got Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. But before we get started, we do have some breaking news. The coach showed a little late today, but I'm kind of glad because I was able to catch up on Good Morning Football since I was not up this morning. And I just seen that. So originally, David Montgomery was supposed to be out, but it looks like David Montgomery will play today. So we will get to what to do about that for starters, for your starters for tonight's game. When we talk about that segment later on. But to go ahead and get started, I would like to get on with some fantasy news and just talk about what's been going on, like as it pertains to players in the league, what you should do with players on your roster, if you should look for people on the waiver wire, stuff like that. So, just information on what's going on with players in the league and what you should do with that. To start off, let's see, Najee Harris, first on the list. Now, before I read this statement, so I get this information from a really good source, fantasy football therapist. Really good source of information that I get a lot from. But the coolest thing about why I like this site is I have my own intuitions, I guess you could say, about players and make my judgments. So it's kind of cool to see how I make my judgments and see a site that I just follow kind of have either the same or if it's, trust me, there's one on here that's real different. We're going to talk about that one. But I like doing that because it gives me something to kind of go back and forth with and something to argue against. While at the same time, give a shout out to somebody with great information. Take the time out, put out some good content for people to read, for people to look at, for people to do their research on. So I can have good content and good information, but I give to you guys. Piggybacking off my own thoughts and realizations of players, i.e., Najee Harris. Drop him. I think he's droppable at this point. And it's ironic because on this site, or not the site, on this page, it says Najee Harris reaching drop territory and shouldn't be started. Ineffective and snaps are decreasing. I'm already telling you this to drop. We've had 3 weeks of bad football. Not 2 weeks, not well, we haven't even had a game where he's reached 50 yards, I think. Like it's if he has, like, that's it. That's his ceiling. Like, no, I'm good. Like I thought it was gonna be something. I hyped it up, you hyped it up, we all hyped it up. It looked good in training camp, I guess, but that boy didn't translate over to the regular season. I don't know. But that is a fantasy takeaway for any Najee Harris owner. We do apologize, but he's droppable at this point. Devon A-Chain, the talent is clear, role isn't. Mostert isn't going away, unfortunately. Well, what I'll say about that is pick up A-Chain. If you have other running backs, it's okay if you don't start him. As long as you know you got strong running backs to start to do enough for you to win your fantasy role, having A-Chain on your roster is not going to do anything detrimental. Would you rather have him on your roster, or would you rather run from the fact that Mostert's still there, somebody else has him on the roster? Now you got to deal with the fact that his roster is so weak, he just happened to have to put A-Chain in, and guess what? You had to deal with that and got 38 put on you. You see what I'm saying? Don't run away from something like that. You saw the production. You saw the work. What coach is telling you is share the ball around here. Tyreek gonna get his, but we got other guys that said they want some too. I tell you what, Miami is doing what the world thought Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham and all the boys were gonna do. They're actually, we have a team that's actually doing it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Mike McDaniels had some issues with his offense, and guess what he did? He fixed it. I mean, I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I'm saying that for fantasy purposes, You ain't got to worry about A-Chain. Like, they know what they're 3 games straight. Tua has been in a clean pocket. I have not seen him hit the ground yet. Again, it's still early. They still got more teams to play. Still got tougher defenses they got to come up against. I'm just saying, right now, until we see it, he's in a clean pocket. Miami Dolphins are looking real good. But again, even if Tua goes down from a bad injury because of a concussion, they still got Skylar Thompson. They still got Mike White. They still have quarterbacks to come in, fill the role, throw the football, manage it down the field. Okay? As long as you got Tyreek Hill, who nobody chats. So I'm not worried about A-Chain. I think he's picked. I think he's a pick upable. If you haven't snagged him already. Now here's where me and old fantasy football therapists had a disagreement. Portland Sutton, the clear wide receiver 1 in Denver. You know what's funny? I do have to agree with you on that because ain't nobody else out there doing it. So by default, sure. Leader in snaps by default, sure. Routes, run, and target share. And that's the saddest part about this is I agree and then I disagree. That don't mean you need to have him on your roster because it ain't like he's doing nothing with all that being said. Okay? So again, outside of a 1-yard red zone target lob, something ain't doing nothing for you. Y'all need to go ahead and run away from that. Good news, we are big news. We are 78 people away from 1,000 members. People, get your friends, get your families, get your dogs, your cats, your birds, your pilots, your limousine drivers, your Uber drivers, okay, your delivery man. Don't get these people to become members, just like you, to a great network. Okay, this network has boxing. Don't forget, there is a boxing episode that is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, Facebook. We have FFC, which is Coach right here. We have BTW with Teddy. We have CTC with Carl Talking College. We have so many great shows on this network. And then we have the big three kahunas, Joe, Dave, and Tomo on Refuse to Lose show, where they so many great debates. I'm trying to keep my mouth clean because I want to say some great words to tell you guys how amazing watching these stuff. Like, guys, we debate everything. Women's basketball. Shout out to the MVP, women's WNBA's MVP. We talk about everything. WWE. Shout out to the big WWE signing. Okay, from AEW. Ooh, you want to know? You got to go into that boxing chat that we have on Instagram on the Refuse to Lose number to go see who see who WWE just signed. Go and see why they made these cuts though. We got some more people. Hey, let me tell you something. If Jay is the first announcing of signees, see WWE do they do this. They make them cuts because they got they about to make some. I'm excited. But again, become a member and you get to enjoy all this exciting sports experience with this network. We are the best network out here on live podcast. Don't let anybody else fool you because you ain't gonna get no better information about football unless it's from the coach. How you like that? How you like that? So look, please come on. Congratulations, we're so close. Subscribe. Get your people to subscribe to us, guys. All right, back to fantasy. Cortland Sutton's trash. I don't care what they say. Cortland Sutton's trash. I don't give a damn if he's number 1. He's trash. He's a trash number 1. How about that? Sam Laporta, a top 5 option. Yeah, look, a lot of people. I've been helping a lot of people in the fantasy roster, and we have feathered back and forth a couple of weeks with Sam Laporta, Pat Fairmount, what was his name? Hunter Henry. And it seems as though Sam Laporta has won the job. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Golf likes tight ends, right? He likes tight ends. Just think Hawkinson may not have been the right fit. And sometimes certain players don't fit together. Sam Laporta fits well with this offense, this offensive scheme. He is a target. This is a startable tight end for the rest of the season. Don't get me wrong, he's gonna have a couple of games that he may show up a little donuts, but that's gonna be depending on who the Lions are playing, defensive wise. And grab it. If you with me every week, you ain't got to worry about them donuts. I'm gonna tell you in the center. Not this week. That against that. Not this week. But Coach got you. Coach got you. But Sam Laporta is a start every week. Yes, I agree with this. He is a top 5 option on your roster. He's a reporter right now is tight end number 2 overall through 3 weeks. Yes, he is. See what I'm saying? So yeah, he's a big pickup. Antonio Gibson couldn't take advantage of increased snap share and is a drop candidate. Yeah. Again, Mark, you got it. Brian Robinson stole it. He stole the job. He stole the job. He didn't do too much in this job against this team. He had to play against the Buffalo Bills, but that was absolutely atrocious. Hopefully they can bounce back from this bad win or this bad loss. So yeah, Antonio Gibson is absolutely probable. He might. No. Hold on. See, my brain works a little different. It clocks in things a little differently. Don't drop him yet. Not yet. If you have room on your roster to keep him, talk to him. I'll tell you what. You can't tell me he's perfect. They are literally like, not you. He's a trade candidate. He's getting traded. I believe he's getting traded. There's no use for him. They have what they need. What they need to do is trade him for either another player, like a receiver, or even a pig. I don't know. I don't think they need him anymore, to be quite honest with you. But he's not a bad player, though. They have just moved on from him in this offense, and they can get him somewhere where he is going to explode. I promise you he's going to explode. He is not a bad player at all. It's just Brian Robinson he took the role. Sometimes that happens, okay? And then it just means sometimes that other player just needs to move on. I'll tell you where let's see who could use him. Denver could use him. Who else got a running back that ain't playing? The Ravens could use him. Who else could use him? He's a running. Chargers could use him. Rams could use him. Saints could use him. The Panthers could use him. Hey, Antonio Gibson got a lot of he got a lot of options, Phil. So I think I would hold on to him at least up to the trade deadline. If he's not traded by then, if there's nothing on the waiver wire for you to waste your time with, just hold him on your roster and see what happens. That's all nothing else you can do with it. Why drop him? He goes to another team because he got traded, and now you done missed out on a starting running back with another team. If you have the option to hold on to him, Kyle Pitts will never reach his full potential with Arthur Smith and Desmond Reed. I'm going to go ahead and agree with that. I also heard a rumor. I think I like this rumor. I don't want to smile hard because, I don't care for these boys. Boy, they could use this boy. If the rumors are true, Dallas Cowboys should actually trade him for Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I agree. If he's that guy, look, he hasn't been that guy with Atlanta. And what have I always said? Always go back to the beginning. He should have never been drafted by Atlanta Falcons. That's my only diss against this kid is he should have never went to this team. Period. My only diss. Never said anything about his talent. Has never said, he hasn't done anything with them. Because he never should have went there. Ever. That is my only knock. You get traded, we might see Kyle Pitts we should have been seeing for a while now. Granted, if we don't, then we know that dude has been a fluke all along. But I don't think that again, all I've said and all I will hold on to is he should have never been an Atlanta Falcon. That's it. So that I 100% agree with. He will never reach his full potential with Arthur Smith and Desmond Ridder. Let's see. Luke Musgrave, 86% snap share, 86% route, second on team in targets and league winning upside. Yeah, Luke Musgrave. I'd be looking for him. Absolutely. Let me see something real quick. Where are you at? Yeah. I think so. Let me see something. See if I can find something on his let me see. He's had 11 receptions through 3 games. That's about 3 or 4 catches a game. Let me see. He had 15 targets. He has 124 yards. So for a tight end, I think that's pretty decent for a tight end. It's about I don't know. Maybe a little higher. Because if you do 60 yards a game, that means one of the weeks he really didn't do much. So keep him on the radar. I think he's a good upgrade. Like I said, the snap share is there, and so is the target share. So I agree. Keep an eye out. Again, you got roster room for him, snag him. Trust me, people if people look at him and only see 3, 4 catches for like 30 yards, me, I'm keeping my eye on that because I want to see if his yardage can touch 70. Here's what I mean by that. 70, 80. Here's what I mean by that. When he catches, does he just catch and fall? Like, does he just catch and get hit? Is he a tight end that can move with the ball? If he can move with the ball, okay, I think he actually can push. Let's just see where he can get in the open field more. That's the type of stuff that you got to look for. You see, coach gonna teach you. He gonna teach you how to use your eyes. That's the stuff I look for. Are you catching the ball and getting hit on every catch? Like, I don't know if I want you, but are you at least breaking a couple of those? But then are you breaking them right? Are you only getting a yard? Or if you break it, are you getting 3, 4, 5 yards? You know what I'm saying? I need to see the pattern and consistency of your abilities. All right. And let's see, Josh Palmer will be the wide receiver 2 after Mike Williams' injury, not Quentin Johnson. I believe that it's going to be Josh. I think it's going to be Josh Palmer. Yep. I'm on the agreement with that statement thing. Let's see here. What do we have for you? Waiver wire targets for week 4. Devon Achane, of course, is the top one. Jordan Love. To be honest with you, if you haven't had Jordan Love on your roster after week 2, what are you missing out on? A lot. I told y'all after week 1, I was very impressed with what he did. His players need to stay healthy so that they can manage these games better. But, bruh, Jordan Love looking real good. Packers are happy with what they got. Aaron Rodgers got a 20 Achilles. Number 3, Tank Dell, wide receiver. Yes, I agree. He is a wide receiver target. Josh Palmer definitely is a pickup. Romeo Doubs. Why is Romeo Doubs not on your roster? Look here, people. I've told you this since week 1, before the game season started. Romeo Doubs is going to get you 2 touchdowns. What did Romeo Doubs do in that first game? He got 2 touchdowns. Why? Because that is Jordan Love's. All right. Come on, people. Pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you. He should not be on people's. He should not be a waiver wire target. He should have been on your rosters already. What are you doing? Luke Musgrave. He's a target. If you're desperate, if you don't need him, keep an eye out on him. Jordan Reed should be on. Should have been on your rosters already. You saw what he did when he took over for Romeo Doubs when Romeo Doubs was. That's not going to change. Now Jordan Love has 2 targets. Why do we say it that way? Because Jordan Love has already shown he is an accurate quarterback. Yes, the Packers have a guy, and believe this, somebody is the enemy now because they are happy with their quarterback. These just need to stay happy in Green Bay. All right, Rashid Rice. I honestly haven't seen much of Rashid Rice, so this is what we're going to do. I like to get information And I like to go look up things. Look up his stat line. Yeah, we're gonna do that together, people. So we want the real, right? We want the information right as it comes out. So you want it right out of my mouth, right as I look at it. Let's go look and see. All right. So what I will say is yes, he should be on your roster. Absolutely. His target share has gone up. And because of his target share going up, his yardage has gone up. And honestly, I know he didn't score, but because of that, it's why he's kind of put 41. And they have somebody they can target now. So I do agree. Rashid Rice is definitely a target on the waiver wire. Let's see what else we got for you. Players to stream. Don't stream Jordan Love. He should actually be on your roster. Stream Josh Reynolds. No, he should be on your roster. Henry Miller. Yeah, you should stream him. CJ Stroud should be on your roster. Don't stream that. He should be on your roster. He should be stolen. Like, no, this kid has progressed 3 weeks in a row. Granted, he's going to have some bumpy games. He needs them. But dude has been really, really playing well. Good job, Texans. I'm still holding my breath because I know that organization. Heck away. Again, still got a long way to 8 wins. There's nothing wrong with 8 wins. Again, there's nothing wrong with 8 wins. My issue with the hire of DeMeco Ryans is I don't think he should have been a Texas coach. I think he should have gone somewhere else. He would have been a better head coach there because the organization would have been so much better than the Houston Texans. However, at this stage and age, I could be wrong. There could be a new regime. Things could change. We could see Texas win 10 games, go into the playoffs, and look really good. I'm dead serious. I see that. I give the biggest apology on coach's apology to the Houston Texans. Okay, I'm giving mine to CJ Stroud already because my God, this kid is playing absolutely great. All of these rookies, minus the little one, are playing outstanding. Okay, so good job on the rookie class this year. Good job on the coaching this year because these young boys, they're really, 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 really balling. All right, let's see. What else do we have for you before we get into the game? I just want to make sure I give you guys some really good information going into week 4. Trade targets. Players to buy low on. Trevor Lawrence. Yep. I don't know what's going on over there, but I don't like it. I think he's digressing. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's his weapons, but something in that or something on that field is digressing. And I don't want no parts of Trevor Lawrence right now. Trevor Lawrence nor Burrow right now. Austin Eckler, no, I'm not trading Austin Eckler. Why would I do that? He's going to be fine. He has an ankle injury. He's going to be fine. T. Higgins, that's a iffy one for me. I don't know if I can. The offer has to be right for a T. Higgins trade. Other than that, I'm gonna deal with the growing pains. I think that receiver has garnished enough respect that whatever is going on, it's not him. It's other things, and he will always do what he needs to do when he's on the field. All right. So for me now, offer has to just be because this player is like somebody has to be dumb to give me Jettas or something. You know what I mean? Other than that, no, I'm riding with T. Higgins. Jamar Gibbs. I don't know. I think I think he's a trade. I think he's a trade target. I've always said you could pair him with a receiver for a good one. So yeah, I think he's a good trade target. Definitely Christian Watson. Especially if he goes off tonight. Yeah, he's definitely a trade target. Calvin Ridley, you can try. It ain't looking too good, so you can try. Jalen Waddle. He's a rough one because you can say yeah, but I don't know if his numbers are going to be real iffy this year. And anybody that kind of has Jose, this is the reason why I wanted you to stay away from Jalen Waddle because all this stuff that's going on, I don't think he's going to be a part of it. Not in a big way. I think he's going to get his. Like, I think he's going to too much stay in the 15s and 17s. Like, if you wanted Jalen Water, you needed some. I'd rather have him in the 20s. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just think his numbers are going to be too low this year. So, I mean, you can try to trade him. Somebody might take it. Darren Waller ain't going to be tradable. Hey, let me tell you, Darren Waller might have to drop pimps. He ain't playing. He ain't playing too good, bro. Darren Waller might be a droppable player right now. Yeah, I don't really see much coming out of that, man. I don't see much. Let's see if there's any news for you guys, real quick. All right, so no extra news outside of the breaking news that Montgomery will play tonight. So that being said, let's jump into tonight's game. We have Green Bay and Detroit Lions, a wonderful divisional game. And you know what? I think it's going to be really exciting. I do believe it'll be a mix between defense and offense. I think it's going to start a bit rough for both sides. Defenses are going to come on, I think, really, really strong. I think it's going to be I think Green Bay will score first field goal wise, and I think Detroit will score a touchdown, and it'll be one of those types of games. I have Detroit on the road winning. I don't know. Hold on. Let's go look at something real quick. Because if I am not mistaken, all players playing tonight. Let's see, Detroit. You got Goff. Montgomery is playing. Amon-Ra St. Brown is good. Josh Reynolds, who has moved into the number 2 spot, is playing. You got Marvin Jones, Sam Laporta. Let's see. All the defense is playing. Okay, so they're good there. Green Bay, where we at? Green Bay depth chart. Check you out. So Aaron Jones is questionable. Are you playing tonight, sir? All right, so he's playing on Thursday night. That's big. Let's see. Christian Watson is playing, and it is a big home game for him. They're both 2-1. Defense is going to make off, earn it. They are missing a linebacker. We're missing Devondre Campbell. That's not good. Let's see. Divisional game. Packers are at home. How do I see this playing out? Oh, let's just beat the Saints, guys. They put that starting quarterback on his behind. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take your Packers at home. I can't believe what I'm doing. I can't believe what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm taking the Packers at home. I'm doing that. Yeah. All right. So for fantasy reasons, let's do this here. Detroit. Do not start Jared Goff. He's going to throw 2 interceptions. Amon-Ra St. Brown will get a touchdown. David Montgomery is playing, so I think they're going to split carries. It's going to be rough against that Packers defense. I'm going to start. They're saying David Montgomery's playing. You know, Vulture, though. That's the problem. I don't feel safe starting Detroit's running backs in this game. Nah, not neither one. It's not gonna be a one-sided game. I do think it's gonna be a good passing air game. And Jamar Gibbs will get some air catches. Just don't think there'll be enough. He's gonna get like 3 targets for maybe 30 yards. Maybe he can get off one of those if they're close enough. But it seems like those red zone targets go to Sam Porter and Amon-Ra St. Brown. So yeah, I think they're gonna be limited in what they want to do against the Green Bay Packers. I'm starting Sam Laporta and I'm starting Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I think that's the only 2 that I'm starting on Detroit. As it pertains to Green Bay, starting Jordan Love, give me 2 touchdowns, 300 yards passing. Yeah, Christian Watson's a home game for him. Aaron Jones is back. Oh no. Green Bay's missing 2 guards. Dang, they're missing 2 left. Oh my goodness. It's not good. Oh man. Green Bay gonna have to take an L at home. Dang, I didn't see that. See, that's why you gotta look at the rosters. Gotta look at the depth chart. Um, let me go look at let me look at the Detroit defense. Let's say is Detroit's defense missing anybody? No, they're not. And I believe in this Detroit defense too. Uh yeah, we're going to Detroit. This might be a 1-point game, 23-22. But yeah, we're gonna go Detroit. Detroit gonna take this win on the road. Yeah, I'm gonna take them. Um, I don't like either quarterback actually in this game, to be quite honest with you. And I don't like Jordan Love in this game because he's missing 2 tackles. He's missing a guard and a tackle in tonight's game. That's really bad. He's missing his, and they're both on the left. Where are you? No, that's Detroit. Yeah, Detroit's only missing a fullback. They're missing a right guard, but that's all right. They'll be fine. But Green Bay is missing a left tackle and a left guard. They're missing the whole left side. No, give me Detroit. Give me Detroit in this game with a 1-point win. Yeah. Due to those deficiencies on the offensive line. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Um, so I don't want either quarterback in this game. Don't even want Aaron Jones. Give me the receivers. Give me Aaron Jones too. Give me Aaron Jones. Give me Aaron Jones. Give me Romeo Dobbs. And give me Jalen Reed for one. And Christian Watson. Yeah, I start Christian Watson. They're gonna feed him, I believe. They should. Suck if they didn't. If you don't have to start him, don't worry about it. But if you're in a deep league and you need a receiver, yeah, I would start Christian Watson. Christian Watson. I think he'll be good for 4 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. He might even stretch one catch for 65 yards, and so he might have like 111 and a touchdown off 3 catches. So yeah, Christian Watson is a start. I'm starting as receivers. So basically, as it pertains to both teams, no quarterback is starting. I'm not starting either defenses because I still think the quarterbacks will score, but I don't think quarterbacks are going to get high enough scores in fantasy football. I think those points are going to Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Sam Laporta, and Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, and Jalen Reed, and also Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, that's a rough one. I don't know. Jalen Reed may take a step back with Aaron Jones coming back. Um, yeah, give me Aaron Jones over Jalen Reed. I wouldn't start Jalen Reed. He may have 3 catches for 40 yards on a touchdown. Aaron Jones, that's rough because Aaron Jones may only have like 15, 12 carries for like 65 yards and no touchdown. Give me Aaron Jones. I'll take Aaron Jones. Let's see. Pickers. Yeah, I'd start both. No, I wouldn't start either kicker. And it's only because I think they're only going to get like 1 kick apiece. I think it's going to be like 23-24, 2 touchdowns. It could be one passing, one rushing for both teams. Um, let me see. 3 touchdowns total. I say 3 touchdowns total apiece with a field goal each, maybe one extra for one team to get the win, which is Detroit. Yeah. What's that? Yeah. One kick. One. I think it's gonna be one kick each. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about any kicker. They'll get one field goal, but the rest of them will be extra points. And do not start either defense because both defense will be scored on tonight. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm like I said, I think it's gonna be 45, 48 points. It's gonna be in the 20s on either side. Low 20s at that. It's not gonna be a high scoring game, but I think it'll be a really, really, really good game. I think it'll be yards. Like I think each quarterback will have 250, 278, 284 for golf, maybe 267 for Jordan Love, something like that. So yeah, but I got Detroit winning this game by 1 point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our show for today. Something nice, something short, sweet. Just to go over a little bit of fantasy news and get ready for tonight's game. I think it's gonna be an amazing Thursday night game. I'm gonna enjoy it. So guys, again, we're almost close to 1,000 subscribers. Please, please, please get everybody in the world that you know to come check us out on YouTube. Check out all of our great shows. We have shorts, we have everything. If you don't want to sit on my 3-hour cinema that I did on all 32 teams and predicted their schedules, we have broken down episodes as well. I'm not breaking that down. You're going to go watch the whole cinema. It's in my appreciation episode. Appreciate the NFL because I love football so much. I wanted to fit all 32 teams in one episode. That's just what I do. All right. But everything else we do, we break down into different segments. So you guys, that's why we have different segments. So you guys can see what you guys want to see at your time, at your leisure. But please, please, please subscribe to us. Like these episodes. Put us out there. Get us more. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. All right. Hey, I had a great show today, guys. Week 4 is here. I'm ready. Thursday night football, Green Bay versus Detroit. Let's go. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.